First Alert meteorologist Jack Van Meter. We've got a lot of ground to cover in today's forecast, but we're going to go ahead and talk about our current conditions. I've got the satellite and radar pulled up behind me. We can see some green showing up on the radar and some cloud cover associated. What we're actually tracking out now is a very weak cold front that is pushing through Michiana. And what that cold front is really going to do is increase our cloud cover, especially for the first half of the day tomorrow. And also what it's going to do is bring in some windy conditions. Check out all the rain to our north. Are we going to be seeing any rain overnight and for tomorrow? The answer is no. There's just so much dry air already in place over us here in Michiana, where the rain is actually going to evaporate before it even gets to the surface. But for tomorrow's forecast, we're looking at a warm up. Check out that high temperature. Yeah, 67 degrees. And here's the best part about, I guess, going back into standard time. The sunrise tomorrow right at 7:20. Here's the negative. Yeah, the sunset is still at 5:37. So it's one of those things where you're going to get more light at the beginning of the day and it gets taken away from you at the end of the day. Also, temperatures not too bad at all to start off in the 40s. That's thanks to all the cloud cover we'll be seeing, keeping us warm. And then the clouds are going to go away and we are going to be warming up. Check out Future Track. There's all that rain that wants to get through here. Obviously, it's not going to be hitting the surface like we just talked about. But tomorrow morning temperature is right around that 40-degree mark. So a warmer morning is expected as compared to this morning, where actually we hit 32 degrees and even cooler as that low temperature. Later on in the afternoon, we are going to be warming up into the middle to even high 50s across Michiana at the end and the middle of the week. Here's our temperatures compared to average. And to start off the week, we can see on Wednesday and Thursday, temperatures 62 degrees. Yeah, that's going to be 9 degrees above average. Normal high temperature this time of year is actually going to be 54 degrees. So we are going to be tracking out a bit of a warm up in the 10-day forecast. And you know what? Here is the 10-day forecast. We can see 57 degrees as that high temperature Tuesday. Wednesday, getting close to 60 degrees, finally hitting 60 on Thursday there at 62 degrees. And finally, as we go into next weekend, we are going to be tracking out our next system moving through Michiana, giving us rain chances at the end of the week. And also for football for Notre Dame. It looks like the icons are a little messed up there. We did just cross over the midnight time there, so I do apologize there. And John, you talked about this earlier today, and actually we were hinting at it last night. You said it was cold in the studio. Well, it's going to be cold in the upper atmosphere because we could be seeing our first flurries of the season. That'll be next Monday. That's November 10th for everybody.
It's been really freezing, and then I cannot keep my eyes away from that snow forecast.
Oh, I know.
It could be.
Is it still?
Yeah, it could be the first time this season. We've seen this pattern pop up now 3 days in a row, and both the models are saying it's going to get cold. The big question now is how cold do we get? We got some fine tuning to do as we move throughout the week.
Gotcha, Jack. Thank you so much for the update.
Of course.
So, turning now to sports, we have some good story for the Notre Dame football.
I was going to say, not